12 minutes past the hour on your Sunday. Welcome back to WBZ this morning, taking a live look outside the city of Boston. You see the raindrops on the tower cam, gray skies overhead. But Barry Burbank, at least we are above freezing this morning, and that's what's going to keep us on the rainy side of the storm, right?
I think it is. It's mostly a rain now in Boston. As you can see, the raindrops in the camera lens there. We've had a little bit of sleet. But let's go to the WBZ Weather Watchers Anaritis and see what's happening there. Let's check out a few of the reports. And what we see is temperatures for the most part are in the 30s right now. We got 30 degrees, and that's from Karen in Westminster. That a mix of snow and sleet there. And she said the sanders are out. The roads are looking a little slick out there. There's going to be a tremendous amount of snow and sleet, maybe up to a ½ inch to an inch across extreme northern Massachusetts, before it transitions over to some rain. So that's what's going on there. Let's check out the numbers here and see what's happening. This is what we have in Boston. The high today, so far today, is 40 degrees. That happened a little while ago. It's now dropped down because we've had some precipitation. But you know, 1 year ago today, it was 69, a brand new record high for February 25th, 2017. That's when we had the 3 days in a row last year for President's Day week, vacation week with all that warm weather. Of course, we've had similar weather this week as well. So let's look at Boston. Currently, it has fallen back to 37. It's making it feel like about 28 because the wind is blowing out of the east. It's kind of brisk along the coast at 16 miles an hour right now. It's mostly rain with just a few ice pellets mixed in there. But look at the temperature in Boston. It's basically going to be holding steady just about all day long with the rain falling. And by the end of the afternoon, it's going to trickle up a little bit to 40 degrees. So that's about it. And by the end of the afternoon, it's going to taper down to just some drizzle around. So that's the idea on that. And to the north and west, here's what we have for temperatures. Look at this. It's warm over the southeastern states. These are present numbers. Cold in the Rockies. Really cold up in Canada, but not as cold as it has been, even though for our folks and our friends up there, Baker Lake at 29 below zero this morning, that's better than 49 below zero we had last weekend. But the idea is there's going to be some moderation going on here as a big block develops up in Labrador. So I'll tell you more about that in just a little bit. So highs again this afternoon around 40 to 41. Oh, thank you. Oh, let's see. Thanks,
Gotcha.
Nick.
Gotcha.
I needed that. Anyway, it's warmer along the eastern seaboard from about Philadelphia today, where the warmer it gets up to about Philly and stops right there, and all down the eastern seaboard. That's why there'll be some more strong thunderstorms down here today, right along this boundary here. Now, this whole thing is going to shift to the coast. We're in the stable part of it, so all we get is this precipitation moving on in and moving on through. But for the most part, it's going to be all in the form of rain, with the snow and sleet going to the north. So right across northern Massachusetts, that's where you're getting a coating of snow. There's been a ½ inch in a few spots, maybe up to an inch already in a couple places, but followed by ice pellets on top of that, then turning over to rain. So the idea is most snow will fall across northern New England over the ski slopes, where they get even some ice pellets going on up there. We get some rain coming down at a pretty good clip at times into the first part of the afternoon, then it winds down to lighter rain and patchy drizzle, areas of fog this afternoon as a low center comes right across Cape Cod. You can see the circulation right in there. It moves off about like that. We have some sunshine tomorrow. The jet stream flow is really very intriguing because it's undergoing a switch right now. It's transitioning to a very big block. The big Greenland block is going to cause storms to come across the country and go near or south of us over the next several days. That's a switch. So after we have 3 beautiful days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, for the last 3 days of February, very warm, above average, we'll go into a storm at the end of the week. Too difficult to say if it's going to be really important yet. It all depends on how the block interacts with a lot of other factors. But there could be that first storm and then a couple of follow-up storms in the second week in March. So the fun is just beginning. March Madness is here.
March is coming in like a lion, Burbank. All right, thank you.
Burbank, a man on the move, just running all over the studio.
He's the best. By the way, March 1st marks his 40th year on WBZ.
40 years of Barry.
We love you, Barry.
What a guy.